हाय फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं? आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम के बारे में. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट द ह्यूमन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, एंड इन दिस actually generally we will study about the structure of the heart, because it looks like complicated, so I'll make it simple so you can draw with the diagram with me during the lecture. So human circulatory system is called double circulatory system. In this chapter the important questions are like, what are the differences between vein and arteries, what are the difference, why the wall of the ventricle is thicker as compared to the auricle, and why human blood circulatory system is called as double circulatory system. So in the view keeping in the view of these questions we will try to explain it. चलिए, so आते हैं हम लोग. सबसे पहले देखें कि सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम है क्या, इसकी आवश्यकता क्या है, why we need this circulatory system. So simple, इसको हिंदी में परिसंचरण तंत्र भी कहते हैं. The main components of this human circulatory system is what? The first thing, who will carry the materials, that will transport the materials, the tissue, that is fluid connective tissue, that is blood. यहाँ पे ब्लड का पंपिंग कैसे हो रहा है, किन किन पाइप्स से आ जा रहा है, वो उन पाइप्स का क्या खासियत है, उनकी what are the characteristics of those tubules, these we will study in this one. So first I'll make the structure of the circulatory system, I'll make the structure of the heart, right? So heart, the structure of heart is very simple. First, what are their components? So we will go make the same. See, it is like this. I'll make exactly like you people are thinking the heart is there. That is for the Hollywood and Bollywood, but our heart is different, right? So wait. So this is a apple shape or pear shaped structure, which is primarily divided into two parts. Like पहला पार्ट ये एक स्ट्रक्चर pear shaped structure है जो दो भाग में डिवीजन हुआ है इसका हॉरिजॉन्टल से, ठीक है. अपर पार्ट इज नोन एज ऑरिकल और एट्रियम. It is known as auricle or atrium, and the lower part is known as ventricle or ventricle, right? Now when the heart of the fish is two chambered, so there they have only two, that is the auricle and the ventricle. Now again compartmentization, or you can say that the vertical division happened in this heart. Now we have the four chamber number 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So the upper part is auricle and the lower part is ventricle. So now we can be divided into left and right, and take one precaution in the while drawing the diagram in the notebook or anywhere where it is like this. The heart is situated here, so our right part will be this one, and in this way the left part will be this one. So if I draw like this, the right will be left and left will be the right. So this chamber is, since it is our right hand, so this will be left auricle, and this will be right auricle. The same will be with the ventricle also. This will be right ventricle, and this will be the left ventricle, right? Left ventricle. So the upper part is called auricle, the lower part is called ventricle, and when the vertical division happened, this auricle also divided into two parts, that is left auricle and left ventricle, left auricle and right auricle, left ventricle and right ventricle. This compartment is called as this compartment is called as interauriculo-ventricular septum. It's a septum, it's a wall present between auricle and ventricle. So we will name it This is auriculoventricular septum. Right. Next one. In the on the left auriculoventricular septum, 3 valves are there. Right. 3 valves are there. This is called as tricuspid valve. What we are saying? It's a tri. Since three is there, so tricuspid valve. VALVE. This valve is actually to prevent the backflow of the blood. We can draw like this. See, 3 valves are there. In the left side, in the left interauriculoventricular septum, the bicuspid valve will be there. These valves are 2, right? This is called as bicuspid valve. What we are saying? Bicuspid valve or mitral valve also we are saying. Bicuspid valve or mitral valve. This was the right ventricle, left ventricle. The wall of the ventricle we will make it thicker, right? Because it is thicker. It is thicker than the auricle. So this is the wall of the ventricle. Now, how the blood moves, or what are the different other portion? From the left ventricle, here also. From the right ventricle, one more pipe will go. That's name is pulmonary artery. This is pulmonary artery. What we are saying? It is pulmonary, Pulmonary, pulmonary vein, VEIN. I'll come to that why these names are there. First we will learn about how to draw the structure of the heart. So pulmonary vein. This pulmonary vein will go in a structure you all are knowing, that is the lungs, right? This is the lung, L-U-N-G. That's lungs. From the lungs, I'm keeping it from here. One more artery will come, that vein will come. That's name is pulmonary. Here I have written artery, sorry, it is pulmonary vein, artery. This is pulmonary artery. A-R-T-R-Y, artery. This is pulmonary vein. This is pulmonary vein. Right? So this is pulmonary vein. And from the ventricle, this ventricle, the thick this interventricular septum, from the interventricular septum, one thick aorta will go to the body. It will go to the body, right? Its name is aorta, A-O-R-T-A, aorta, a big artery. And here the vena cava is there. It will come from the body. Its name is vena cava, C-A-V-A. And this is our body. This is the body, right? Body part. Different body part. Different body parts. Now, try to understand the working. So this is all about the structural part. I think most of the things has been underlined. Most of the things has been labeled. This is the tricuspid valve. This one is the tricuspid valve. This is tricuspid. Okay, again, the entire heart is divided into two parts. Upper part is auricle and the lower part is called ventricle. The auricle again divided into left and right, and ventricle again divided into left and right. So now the functioning of the heart, how it functions. So you can see that in the body the impure blood is there. From the body, due to the oxidation and other processes, basically it is going for the purification in terms of oxygen. So from the body, the deoxygenated blood came from the vena cava. Who is coming here? Deoxygenated blood, means blood plus carbon dioxide. It's an impure blood, right? So the first event is from the vena cava, means from the body through vena cava, the impure blood come to the right auricle, and from right auricle to it will go to the left auricle, the impure blood, right, through the tricuspid valve. And valve means what? It is a opening from where the one-way entry is there. The blood will come inside this ventricle, but it will not return back to the auricle again, to the same side, to the right side itself. Now, from here, from the ventricle, this is the second event. Now, from the ventricle, this impure blood through pulmonary artery, it will go to the lungs, right? Where purification will take place because of the concentration gradient. Now, from the blood, the oxygen went inside the lungs alveoli, and from the lungs alveoli, the oxygen went into the blood, and now the blood has been purified. So, the pure blood will come from lungs to left auricle via pulmonary vein. Now, here question can be asked, we will come to that, what is pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery. So this was the third event. This was the first event, the blood came to the right auricle. This is the second event, from right auricle to right ventricle. Third event is what? From right ventricle to pulmonary vein. The fourth event is from pulmonary vein to left auricle. Now, from left auricle to left ventricle it will go. This is the fifth event. Now, from the left, here what it is? Blood plus oxygen. The pure blood is there. Blood plus oxygen. We can say that the pure blood. So now pure blood again, it moves from the left auricle to the body. It will return back to the different part of the body which is rich with the oxygen. So this is the sixth event. The total 6 events are there, right? So now it appears very complex. That's why I told in the beginning that you should make the diagram along with me or try to understand it one by one. That's why today I have not drawn earlier the diagram. Usually I used to draw the diagram first prior to the lecture, but I have drawn just in front of you just so that you can learn how it occurs. So you can see that the same amount of blood comes from the body. It came first to the heart and it moved away from the heart to the lungs, and again the same amount of blood came back again to the heart and then it went to the body. So in one complete circulation, the same amount of blood passes twice the heart, first during the systolic and the second one during the systemic pumping, and one is during the pulmonary cycle. One is during the systemic cycle and one is during the pulmonary cycle. Pulmonary word is associated with the lungs, right? And now the hope the structure of the heart is completed. Now we are moving towards the vein and artery. So this we will explain in the next video, because it will be so long also and confusing also. So first we have to study about the structure. What the first part, the right part, that is the first division is the horizontal division. So divided into the heart is divided into two parts. Like suppose this is the heart. The first division, upper one, the auricle. The lower one is the ventricle. Now again the vertical division happen. So this is the right. So left auricle. This is right auricle. This one is right ventricle, and this is the right auricle. Left ventricle. Right. Now from body, the right auricle blood will come. Then auricle to ventricle will move. From ventricle it will go to the lung, and from the lungs it will come back to the left auricle. From the pure blood, like now I am making with the red diagram. Wait, it will be easy for you. So from the body, the right auricle it came. From the right auricle it went to the right ventricle. From right ventricle it went to the lungs. From lungs the pure blood coming to the left auricle, then left auricle to left ventricle, and left ventricle to again to the body. So this is the structural part. Here what question we are asking? Why the muscles of the heart muscle, the ventricle muscles is thicker as compared to the auricle? So see, this is the structure part. Like this is auricle and this is the ventricle, right? Two parts are there. So auricle expand, then blood came from the body. I'll add in this one animation, right? So you can watch that, and in between that you can see. So I'm explaining that first. So auricle expand, by the time ventricle will contract. Once the ventricle will contract, the blood will go in two directions. One in the lungs and other will go to the aorta. And when it contracts, it relaxes. The suction pressure will be there. So blood will be received from the body and from the lungs. Now the contraction for the auricle. Now auricle will contract and ventricle will relax. So what will happen? Now the auricle will contract. So these valves will open. Both the tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve will open. The blood will move from auricle to ventricle. So here the less pressure is required, but in the ventricle more pressure is required, because the blood has to move away from the heart, and it should move to the different part of the body as well as to the lungs. So question we are asking, why the ventricle wall of the ventricle is thicker? Because to exert more pressure so that blood can be pumped throughout the body. So to exert more pressure as well as sustain the more pressure also. वो बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर लगाएगा और साथ ही साथ उसके खुद का वाल उस प्रेशर से टूटे नहीं, फटे नहीं, इसलिए उस वाल को मजबूत होना चाहिए. That's why the wall of the ventricle is thicker as compared to the auricle. Now next question we are asking, in which part of the heart the pure blood is there and in which part of the heart is impure blood is there. So you can notice this entire portion, the left portion is having the pure blood. It is having the pure blood, and the right portion is having the impure blood, right? So RIGST, yes. The right portion is having impure blood. So this can be also answered. Now why we are asked, why it is called as double circulation? So I'll make a separate video for that, because questions we are asking. In the next class we will study about why the name of the pulmonary artery is there, why pulmonary vein is there, what is aorta, what is vena cava. So these structures we will come to know in the next video. So I'll just, you can watch a animation how the pumping is going on, so easily you can understand.
The circulatory system, consisting of the heart, arteries, capillaries, and veins, is the pumping mechanism that transports blood throughout the body. In the heart, the left ventricle contracts, pushing red blood cells into the aorta, the body's largest artery. From here, blood moves through a series of increasingly smaller arteries until it reaches a capillary, the junction between arteries and veins. Here, oxygen molecules detach from the red blood cells and slip across the capillary wall into body tissue. Now deoxygenated, blood begins its return to the heart. It passes through increasingly larger veins to eventually reach the right atrium. It enters the right ventricle, which pumps it through the pulmonary arteries into the lung.
So, you have seen the video how the blood is coming, like it produces the two sound like sorry. So the systolic, diastolic pressure is there. So systolic, the pumping of the ventricle, and diastolic, pumping of the auricle. When auricle pumps, the blood comes from upper chamber to the lower chamber, and the ventricle contracts, the blood goes away from the body, one to the lungs and away from the heart, one to the lungs and one side to the different part of the body. So we will come to the next class in the with the arteries and vein, what is pulmonary, why it is pulmonary. Thank you.